Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and today we're going to do a combination video. It's going to be shop score, viewer appreciation, and tool score all in one. So to start off with, we're going to go with the tool score. But I wanted to take a moment and thank everybody for watching my channel. I know I'm not the most exciting person in the world to watch, so it must be hard for everybody to watch. I know I can't hardly watch myself, but I appreciate everybody subscribing to my channel, and I hope I don't let you down and keep putting up stuff that's somewhat interesting, I guess. I just basically do what I know how to do, and that's take junk and turn it into something decent. So with all that said, thank you all very much for supporting me and watching my channel. Alright, first off, we've got something that I ordered on eBay, and it's a set of 1, 2, 3 blocks. And they're Shars, as you can see, Shars. I'll tell you, I'm starting to get a little impressed with them. They're okay. When you order something from them, you can bet your bottom dollar it'll be there within a couple days. And so we went ahead and ordered 2 of them, or a set. And they got all that grease on it. And they definitely packaged them up in some tissue paper or something here. Wow, that's nasty. It ain't as nasty as that stuff they made me drink today at the doctor's office. Oh, that stuff was nasty. It was like a milkshake. It was white. You do not digest it. And I will tell you, that stuff was thick. I mean thick. And just nasty tasting. They gave me that. And then they gave me what looked like I can't think today for nothing. It looked like an Alka-Seltzer. It is just like Alka-Seltzer. They started me off with that. Got that down. He said, "Don't burp." Then immediately I start getting the burps. I'm like, yeah, how are you supposed to stop that from happening? Hell, I could have probably made that damn thing. But I didn't want to. But anyway, let me get these unwrapped here, and then we'll move on. That's some tissue paper if I ever seen tissue paper. They must have figured out a new way of wrapping this stuff so it don't get rusty on the way home or on the way to their house. I didn't realize that 1, 2, 3 blocks had threads in them either. I'll have to Google the proper way of using a 1, 2, 3 block. But there you have the shop score. I got these. We'll set that aside. I still got my gun and my gun vise out here because I'm going to make an adjuster so that I can adjust the front of the gun or the barrel side up. I just haven't got to it. Alright, well then, because I did the Benjamin Discovery, that's another thing I got to change. I went ahead and got, they were $8 and probably 99 cents for 150 piece assorted set screw set. And I'm always needing set screws. Seems like every time I turn around I'm needing a set screw for something I made. So it didn't bother me a bit to go get it. I mean, for $8 and something, it's worth that for me to not have to make them. I didn't like the way the one I made turned out, and right there is the one I need. So I got plenty of those. You know, I got a whole set of just about every size, so that'll work. Alright, then I got hex cap screws, if I can get it open. I hope y'all like all that crunching. But I'm always needing these things too. Wow, they were really rough on this one. But that's alright. The next thing I show you is going to eliminate these boxes. Alright, that was the same price as the set screws. So 16 bucks, and you get a set of set screws, 150 piece, and then you got a 106 piece hex cap screw assortment. Alright. Then I went and got these at Harbor Freight also. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, these came from the Harbor Freight junk store. Yeah, once I've been duped, they get a bad name forever. It don't matter if they did good for the next 20 times. They did me wrong one time, I'll never forget that one. So I hold grudges. And don't you all sit there pretending like you all don't either. You know damn well you do. But I got this so that I can transfer these into this and use these for electrical connectors and stuff like that. Little tiny screws, you know. So I got 2 of these, and they were like $3 and something a piece. So I thought that was worth the time or the money for. Oh, I'm sure they'll break easily, but they'll get me until I can make something better. Alright, now we're getting our bench filled up here. Move this to the side. Alright, then I noticed that I needed some grinding disc for my Dremel. When I was doing that set screw, so I decided to go ahead and get me some. And I was sold on these when I seen how they connect. Alright, let's hope that these work out okay. What they've got here is several discs. There must be a difference in the thickness of these 3 because they're different. What impressed me about it is it has this here adapter that these are supposed to be quick change. And I don't know how they work. So I'm going to have to read the directions. And see how these work. Oh, here we go. Maybe this is how they go. Yeah, I don't see how this pulls back. Yeah, I have to read the directions because that's not working for some reason. And I'm afraid to break it. But anyway, been needing those. I got them little old tiny ones and they're not worth a shit. And this has got a set of 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches. They're all 1.5 inches, but metal, thin cut. So we got 3, 4 metal, 3 thin cuts, and 3 for plastic. Huh. Didn't know they had a different one for plastic. They don't look much different than the other ones. But anyway, that's the set we got. And we have to figure out how to use them. Better keep my directions. Apparently I don't know how to use it. Alright. Clean all this up off of here. Alright. Then we went, and I don't know how good these things are, but I was looking online trying to figure out how to build a bug light. And all these people had videos on the high voltage bug lights that they made, but they only demonstrated it after it was used, or after they was ready to use it. And I just couldn't figure out why they didn't show how they made it. Well, we seen this at the Harbor Freight for, I think it was like $3.99, $4, something like that. Wasn't much. And I'm thinking that there's enough here that I should be able to take the guts out of this and make me, using the same screen that's here, and make myself a bug light using this. Basically I can take the screen on this side and put it on one side of my box, and I'm thinking, I'm not sure how I'll do it, but this seems like I should be able to take the guts out of this and make me a box with a light in between the wire. The only problem with doing that is if I was to take this side here and put it on one side of the box, this side and put it on the other side of the box, then I would probably have to have 2 of the inner screens right behind each one of the sides. Because if I ain't mistaken, when they hit this one, they're okay, but then if they touch the other one inside of it, it completes the circuit and fries them. So I would have to have 2 little screens and 2 big screens in order to do that, and just run the same wire that's going to this little screen to both of the little screens that's on each side. I'm thinking real serious about making me one. I'm tired of these bugs around here, man. You can't even leave your porch light on without opening the door and a frickin' bug fly out on you, or in your house. So we got that. Alright, then we got our shop score. Now, these two are, let me get my magnifying glass. I think these are called indicators, and they are Fulton USA. I think that's Fulton. I think it's Fulton USA. And I don't really see any numbers on it, but it don't matter, it was free. And these came from Chris Anderson in California, and I thought that was pretty decent of him to send me these. He sent me 2 of them. This one's for inside diameter, and this one's for outside diameter. And they look like they're in pretty good shape. They need a little steel wool taken across them to make them shine up again. Then this was not what he was sending me, but he just kind of threw these in, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Chris. He threw in, or he was shipping me this, and I've been waiting on this for about a year. I gotta rag him about it. And it's a, I think it's a deer hide, maybe. I'm not sure what kind of a hide it is, but I thought, when he told me that he was sending me a hide, the first thing I was thinking was a fur. And when I got the box, I'm like, how in the world he fit that in that little box? And then I realized when I opened it that it was an actual hide, not a fur with the hide on it. And I like this kind of stuff because, you know, I like decorating my house with stuff like this. You know, turkey feathers, deer heads, you name it. You know, animal stuffings. And I'm going to find a place for this. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Right now I've got it draped over the office door, so it's the first thing people see when they come in my office. Of course, you have to be pretty damn special to go in my office, because you don't belong here if I don't want you there. So that's pretty much the score. These here, I'll probably use them faithfully, because I use my calipers to do the same thing that these do. So basically, when I'm doing a job, I'll have 2 calipers sitting there using both of them at the same time. You know, I'll have one set for a measurement on one part of the piece, and then I'll have the measurement set on another one for another part of that same piece. So I don't have to keep changing my settings on each one of my dial indicators. So this will help me when I'm making something. I can use these for different settings of measurements. So again, thank you, Chris, for sending this. I really thought you wasn't really going to send them. I thought you was just telling me that just to tell me that. So I guess an apology is in order for my last email. After a year, you start wondering, okay, is this true or not? But anyway, that's my own issue. But I appreciate it, and I'll put it to good use. We'll decorate something with it. I would like to know what it is. I mean, all hides look exactly the same. If you tanned our hide, it'd probably look just like that. I don't know. Probably not. Let me know what this is for, Chris. Or what it was. Whether it was a deer or... It's awful small to be a deer. And it could be a coon or something, I don't know. That'd be an awful big one. Anyway, that will pretty much wrap this video up. Now the upcoming videos I've got in the plans. It doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen, but this is the plan that I'm working on. First of all, I think I found a home for the grizzly banner. I've got two choices. I can either put it in my building, or I know somebody who just built them a big old shop. They ain't got nothing on the walls. I think I seen him. He's got one banner on his wall, and if I don't use it, I think I'm going to send it to somebody, and I'm not going to say who because I don't want that person to know it until they get it in their mail. So, anyway, I want to do that clock, and I'll give you a sneak peek here. We found this clock along the side of the road, and it's got its issues. And but all the numbers are still there. It's all pretty nice and flat. Just needs to be polished real good. It was laying in the dump or in a trash next to the road, and the backside needs to be wire brushed. And if you notice, it's got a hump in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. As you can see, you know, it's getting ready to disappear right here. So you got that much of a hump in it. That way, I'm not too worried about that way. I'm more concerned about this way. So I should have already had this done, but because I had the wrong insert, I got the one for the thin metal. So I'm going to have to route this hole out that I've drawn and make it so that the wood is thin enough to put that on. So basically that's all that I need to do as far as getting the clock to work. The rest of it is just, I'm just going to kind of rough sand this a little bit, just paint it black on the back side of it, and put who it's to and who restored it. And then I'll clean all this up here, and then I'm going to take and polish this just like I done my gun. And I'm going to have to redo my gun. I'm going to have to sand it clear back down to bare wood and start all over again. It's got some milky spots in it. That clear coat wasn't worth a shit. So, but anyway, this is the next project. I've got one more project that I want to do for the old lady. The clock that this came out of is a perfect candidate for putting a picture in it with a little LED, purple LED rope light in it to illuminate the picture that I'm going to put in it that I showed you guys in the monitor video, or monitor stand video. Anyway, that's pretty much it, and I'm going to get off here and let y'all go. And you guys have a good one. Later.